Tristan, can you believe it?
I can't. I can't believe it.
Have we ever had a guest on the podcast as smart as this man before?
We've never had a guest on the podcast in general.
No, but we're thankful that our good friend. I'm a little out of my depth here because I'm not the best person with docs. This is the person I come to when I have a doc question. So we're thankful that Pedro came on today because we have a very doc focused episode today.
And I come to Kyle when I have doc questions. So I think
I
we're
know.
all indirectly going to Pedro.
So true. No, but Pedro, please introduce yourself.
So hey guys, thank you so much for making me the first guest ever. So I'll take the compliment as the smartest guest of this pod. Thank you so much for this honor. And yeah, so I'm Pedro Lima from Brazil. I'm a film critic, mostly focused on documentaries. I'm a documentary editor for movies it text about, but I also write for Countries and Pod, for Keith Loves Movies, which Tristan also writes for, and for short stick films, which we talked about short films, including documentary shorts. So yeah, I
And you're
like.
also an IDA voter.
Yeah, I'm IDA voter. Yeah, I'm an IDA voter. Is the first membership that I got ever, and I've been a member for like 4 years. It's the fourth year in a row that I vote for the awards. So yeah, and I'm also in a few other associations. So yeah,
Yeah, very cool. Thank you so much for coming on, Pedro. We're
yeah.
gonna start off with the CCDA because there was some big winners. I think this one is probably one that you do you like this group? Because I feel like they're pretty mainstream. And I think it might be a little out of your taste range.
Yeah, I have. I have a fun fact. It's that uh, I had a fight on Twitter last year with the VP of the Critics' Choice Documentary Awards because
Wait,
I
really?
said, yeah, I said they
That's
were
awesome.
trash. I
That's
said,
crazy.
oh, Critics' Choice is trash. We don't need them. Basically that. And this year is much much better. I think I criticize because they used to nominate a lot of biographical documentaries that are not good at all, and they wouldn't nominate like international stuff. They didn't nominate it, No Other Land last year, for example. Um, and yeah, they show they are very like Zionist and etc. While the other documentary groups usually support films focusing on the genocide and on the conflict. So yeah, I had I had a
Oh,
beef with it, but I have to admit this year was much better
yeah,
nominees.
no, I would agree.
Yeah,
I mean, there's still some celebrity docs here. You know, like Pee Wee as himself is nominated in
yeah,
documentary
it's
feature.
only one. I was really surprised when I saw that only Pee Wee was here, and I said okay, and it's not eligible for the Oscars.
Yeah.
So because it's a documentary series, I think it's two part. I haven't watched it yet, but yeah, it's a two part, so it's not eligible at all. So yeah.
Yeah, but let's go through documentary feature: 2,000 meters, the Alabama solution, Apocalypse in the Tropics, Cover Up, Deaf President Now, Orwell 2+2=5, Pee Wee as himself, Perfect Neighbor, Renafsla. I don't know how to pronounce her name. The director of Triumph of Will, the documentary on her.
Riefenstahl. Yeah, Riefenstahl.
Renafstal, yes,
Yeah.
and the Tale of Cillian, and the winner was the Perfect Neighbor, which the doc stat for this award is that correct me if I'm wrong, but if you win, you do not get nominated, or if you get nominated, you win the Oscar.
Yeah, it's yeah. This is the 10th ceremony,
Yeah.
and in the last 9 years, seven of them were nominated, and two got nominated and one, which were
OJ Made in
uh,
America and Summer of Soul.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
both of
So
them.
Perfect Neighbor, I think, is going to get nominated, and since it won this, I'm expecting it probably to win
Yeah,
the
it's a
Oscar right now.
very yeah. I don't think there is a front runner.
Yeah.
Uh, at this point. I have another stat that is more alarming for me than the Critics' Choice,
Oh, do you
which
want to share?
is it's been a few years that a Netflix documentary was last nominated. So I think the last time was 2021 or
My
2022.
Octopus Teacher was the last time.
Which one?
My Octopus Teacher was the last time it was nominated. That was 2021.
Yeah, I think it's the same year as Creep Camp and Time. Creep Camp. Yeah, it's the same
Yeah.
year. I
Yeah.
think it's either that or the next one. I'm checking here, but it's been a year. It's been a few years, and a lot of front runners were nominated, like Descendant and a few others after that. So Netflix is a bigger purchaser of documentaries. They usually go through Sundance, which is the blueprint. Blueprint. If you want to win a documentary on documentary Oscar in feature, you go through Sundance.
Yeah. I mean, me and Tristan
And
were talking about it last year. Well, I shouldn't say last year, but this year's Oscar nominees for documentary were like all five of them came from pre-con festivals like Berlin and Sundance.
yeah,
Um,
it's last year I think it was four of them were Sundance and other choice was Berlin.
yeah, yeah,
And so yeah, I have it here. Last time a Netflix documentary was nominated was Script Camp and Markup's Teacher. Markup's Teacher won.
that
But
wasn't
yeah,
bad. Did
it's
you like that My
been.
Octopus Teacher?
I hate Markup's Teacher. I
Yeah,
think
I
that
do
shit was
too.
mid, bro. That
I
was
did
so
not
mid.
like it at all.
it's one of the worst things I watched. And I remember watching with my brother. He's 13 years old, but he was like 20, 21. He's like 8 years. And every
Yeah.
time I watch like a animal doc, I would watch with him because yeah, kids like animals. And he watched like 5 minutes and said, "No, it's boring. Bye." And he watched all the elephant, the one that won
The Disney Nature
the
docs.
no, the elephant one that won the elephant whisperers. What is the
Oh
name?
yes, the doc
I think
short.
so. Yeah, the dog shirt. And he watched like all of it, and it's basically a YouTube video of elephants. And he watched like all like he loved, but he couldn't watch Marcus Teacher because it was too boring. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's terrible, and it's an outlier. It's like one of the only times that we had recently that a film that didn't go to any fast won the documentary Oscar, because documentary films to win the Oscar usually go through a path of festivals and mostly Sundance. Yeah.
So it seems like of the 10 that was nominated for documentary feature at the CCDAs, The Perfect Neighbor would have probably been your choice of the 10 that were nominated.
You mean like personal choice?
Yeah, I like to win. The Perfect Neighbor was probably.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think of all of these. The problem with the perfect neighbor is to reach there. I think if it reaches to that point, it has like a big shot of winning. And another thing, when I was watching A Perfect Neighbor, what reminded me of it was the Bill Morrison's documentary short of last year, Incident.
Hmm.
Uh, don't know, did you watch that, Kyle?
I did.
The
I did.
Incident one.
I also watched his. Did you see his most recent movie? I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I did see Incident. Incident's very good. Incident's very good. I was a big fan. That was probably my favorite doc short of last year's
Yeah,
shortlist.
I had the honor to talk to him, and it was really really cool. He's an amazing guy,
Yeah.
and we talked this year. This year we talked. I interviewed him for a short stick, and what he told me, and I think it's really the point here, is that for Incident he had like 20 hours of footage, and he condensed it to 20 minutes. So these films that work with or CCTV footage or body cam footage. Incident is a mix of both. It has CCTV and body cam. Perfect Neighbor is almost entirely off of body cam.
Hmm.
This is why some people disagree with me. Oh, it doesn't have any connection. No, I think it has a connection with Incident in terms of these are two veteran directors, both Guerra and Bill, uh, taking tons of material. I don't know exactly what is the number of hours, but I imagine it's a lot because it's 2 or 3 years of footage and condensing it to make it a film. about violent case in both cases, police brutality against black people. So
Yeah. I
I
would say
think,
you should listen to the DJ podcast because I think it's very revealing of how The Perfect Neighbor was like really made and how much of this movie was really made in the edit. Because
yeah,
she really goes in depth of like how much footage they scrubbed through. Um,
and
yeah,
also Perfect Neighbor won the CCDA, and it's in the shortlist for the Critics' Choice Awards for the normal one for the
yeah,
the main ceremony, but it's
yeah,
also in the shortlist, which is it was very revealing for me
yeah,
because they don't usually make choices this cool.
yeah, exactly.
And when I saw it, I said, "Wow, this is really inspired," because it's really a great work of editing. And if the Academy uh, did what they did back then, they would nominate it. But it's been tons of years. I think last time was Hope Dreams, which was like 95,
Yeah,
so 30 years. And also,
but
which is a
Who
very
Dreams famously
fun
was not
fact,
nominated for best documentary feature.
yeah,
One of the big
it
snubs.
changed how the selection worked, because I think the committee watched like 10 minutes of it and stopped. And then they changed how it's similar to what City of God made for the international category, in terms of people thought it was too violent, and they most of them gave the lowest score, and the
Mm-hmm.
film wasn't nominated, so they changed and the shortlist and etc. The doc shortlist surges in 99. And what I was saying about, and another fun fact is that Thelma Schoonmaker first nomination is for a doc, which is Woodstock.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I did not
six,
know that. It's not
I
for
did
seven,
not
yeah,
Scorsese's
either.
film.
yeah,
Yeah,
71, yeah, 71.
Tristan, you're a Scorsese fan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think you're a bigger
the
Scorsese fan than I am. Wait, what was her second
Tristan, did you
nomination?
watch? Did you watch Mr. Scorsese?
Not yet.
The
I'm still waiting
Yeah,
to watch that, but I've heard it's
yeah,
really
they
great.
talk about it because Scorsese basically co-direct the film, but he didn't get a credit. But he met Thelma there in Woodstock, and I think he was also a co-editor. But her first nomination is Woodstock in 71, 71, yeah. And then they start working in Raging Bull. So and she's nominated again
Crazy.
and she wants. Yeah.
Yeah, and then best director for CCDA went to The Perfect Neighbor as well. Best first documentary was My Mom Jane, a film by Mariska Hargitay. Have you seen this one, Pedro?
Yeah, I watched, and it's the most cable documentary possible, but it's really well done. And uh, her mom was a star. She's a big star in the US with the what does she is the what is the name? Laurie Otter, right? She
Mm.
Mariska does Law and Order,
I
I
mean,
think.
oh,
Yeah, she's the
really?
lead. She's the lead of,
Mariska. Oh, yes, you're right. Interesting.
yeah.
Oh, yes, yes, I know this person. She's always I've seen her face many times.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
not I don't watch Special Victims Unit. I watch the real Law and Order, which
yeah, she's in the prime in the TV in the last 20 years, I think. So
yes,
yeah, she's very well known.
she's Olivia Benson. Yes. Uh Best editing was The Perfect Neighbor. Best
Yeah,
cinematography was Ocean with David Attenborough, the National Geographic doc.
yeah.
Best score was Orwell 2 plus 2 equals 5. I watched this the other day. This was mid. Do you like this, Pedro?
Um, I like some points of it, but I think if you know Raul Peck, it's not good.
Yeah.
But he has a worst one. He did one for Amazon, Silver Baller Road,
Yeah. Tristan,
and
have you
Silver
seen this one
Dollar.
yet?
Not
It's very
yet,
bad.
no. It's in
Yeah.
the neon package though, so I'm working my way through that.
Yeah. No, I've only seen. Sorry, I cut you off, Pedro. But I've only seen two of Raul Peck's other films. I'm Not Your Negro, and Ernest Cole Lost and Found. And both of those are way better than Oral 2 + 2 = 5. I was
Yeah,
very disappointed by this.
Ernest Cole is very good, and also I was very happy because this year I saw one of Ernest Cole's photos in a museum, and it was really cool because I knew all of the story of that photo because of the House of
Yeah.
Bondage, because of Ropac. So yeah, it's really cool.
Best narration also went to Oral 2 + 2 = 5, and I found the voiceover to be quite overbearing. I wasn't really fond of that.
Yeah, it's wild. It's
Yeah.
wild. I don't like it at all. Yeah.
The best archival doc was The Perfect Neighbor. Best historical doc, The American Revolution and Hurricane Katrina Race Against Time Tide. I haven't seen any of these. Have you seen either of these?
No, but American Revolution is Ken Burns, and Ken Burns
Oh, yes.
is a legend. And I
Hmm.
haven't watched any of this stuff because they are very long. But I'll probably take some week off and do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Best biographical documentary, we just talked about this. Mr. Scorsese was the winner there. Best music doc, Becoming Led Zeppelin. Tristan, did you watch this one?
No, I actually didn't. I'm way
Yeah.
behind with docs, but typically I get to all the music ones. And no, I have seen It's Never Over, Jeff Buckley, and I thought it was just okay, but I do want to see Becoming Led Zeppelin. Little
Yeah.
shocked it beat the Jeff Buckley doc because I feel
Yeah.
like it didn't make that much of a splash when it came out.
I think it's Sony Pictures Classic, so maybe that might be part of why it did that.
Yeah, but I think people like it. Yeah, I think people like it.
Becoming Led Zeppelin?
It had a IMAX release as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Yeah, it had a IMAX release. I think
The music
also
docs were
Canada.
pretty interesting this year too, because you saw the I know Tristan, you saw the 50 years of SNL music one. I was the one
yeah,
who recommended it to you, and I never watched it. I was like,
Yeah, and
it was
I think
good. I
it's
liked
really
it.
interesting. Yeah, it's really interesting. I think it's and also a lot of work, archival work, because
hmm.
Hmm.
it's literally 50 years of SNL, which produces like weekly. So it's really interesting, and they also talks about the controversies.
Oh yeah.
Um, and yeah, it's really cool and it's funny. It has some. My favorite part of it is when it shows Paul Thomas Anderson watching Lonely Island perform. I think is My Dick in the Box,
Yeah,
and he's like really seeing the best thing in his life. So it's
Hmm.
really amazing. This
Yeah.
moment, PTA, the future Oscar winner for One Bad After Another, watching Lonely Island singing "My Dick in a
In
Box."
a box.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. The only nomination here was for My Undesirable Friends Part One was in political documentary, but it lost to the Alabama Solution. Did you see the Alabama Solution? I haven't seen this yet.
Yeah, I like Alabama Solution, but My Undesirable Friends is the best documentary of the year. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I am up
Rob.
there. It's And Best Science and Nature Doc went to Ocean with David Attenborough. Best Sports Doc, American Sweethearts, Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders. What is this? What? Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it's
American
one of
Sweethearts?
those is one of those documentary shows that it's also HBO also has one of those. They follow like each year they follow a different team and etc. So
Oh, interesting.
I don't usually watch this stuff.
Best True Crime Doc, The Perfect Neighbor. It feels a little weird calling The Perfect Neighbor a True Crime Doc, but
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I'm very against having a true crime category. I'm
Yeah.
very against it. And watch Zodiac Project Killer by Charles Stockham, and it's a perfect film against true crime films.
That was at Sundance earlier this year, correct?
Yeah, it's releasing. I think it released now in the U.S.
Okay.
in this week, and I also think Films We Like is releasing really soon in Canada. I don't know the days.
Yeah. And then just a couple more categories. Best short documentary. You've seen a lot of documentary shorts, but Saving Superman won. This is the Brendan Fraser produced one. Do you think this has a chance of being shortlisted at the Oscars for
Yeah, I
this?
think it's going to the shortlist. If you want to see what we think is going to the shortlist, listen to the Short Stick podcast. It's coming out this week.
Yeah.
But I think, and other people there also think on Short Stick think that all the empty rooms has this in the shelf already. is the guy that
All the
made that short film about the white supremacists that found Islam and became a good guy, and Malala produced
Oh, oh, I
Stranger at the
remember this
Gate.
one. Stranger
Stranger
the
at the
Gate.
Gate.
Yes, that one was awful. That's
Yeah, he's the director of it. Yeah,
no. Is
and
this
this is
actually good?
Netflix. It's okay.
Yeah.
But it's about a mass shooting in the United States, so
Yeah.
and
Okay,
about a
interesting.
journalist. And so yeah.
Tristan, will Brendan Fraser get his Oscar nomination for Saving Superman and not for Rental Family?
I think so. I think that's where it's heading.
But he's executive producer, so he won't get it. Uh,
Oh no.
no, it's the same case of Natalie Portman and Carol Joy. She's the executive
Oh.
producer of Carol and Joy, so she won't get nominated. But she's getting nominated for Arco, though.
Yes, true. Best limited documentary series was Mr. Scorsese, and then best ongoing documentary series was 30 for 30. Any overall thoughts on the CCDA winners, Pedro?
Yeah, it was not awful. This year, I couldn't criticize publicly because of my history with the organization last year. So yeah, I'm trying to avoid problem with the Critics' Choice organization as a whole. So yeah, it was perfect. I think it was the best documentary uh, awards so far. It was the only one though, but yeah, it's the best one yet.
Yes.
So yeah, it was great.
Exciting. Well, let's move on to Cinema Eye then. The nominations came out. This is a big precursor for the documentary category at the Oscars. Outstanding nonfiction feature was the nominees are 2,000 Meters to Tendrifica, Afternoons of Solitude, which I watched just this morning. Crazy movie to start your morning with.
Yeah, it's the worst way ever. It's the
Yes.
saddest film to watch in the morning. Yeah.
Come See Me in a Good Light, which this has been winning a lot of audience prizes. Cover Up, The Perfect Neighbor, Put Your Soul in Your Hand and Walk, and Seeds. So I've seen all of these except for two. I haven't seen Come See Me in a Good Light, and I haven't seen Seeds yet. But yes, this is what do you think of the lineup, Pedro?
Yeah, I think it's way more interesting than for my friends from Critics' Choice Documentary Awards. Sorry, CDA. You guys did better this year though. But yeah, it's really inspired. You have international films. You have uh, American films that are usually nominated. Like there are three American films here, two directed by people of color, by Greta Gerwig and Brittany Shine. So it's interesting. You have a Palestine documentary, which is Put Your Soul in Your Hand and Walk. You have a lot of poetry. So it's a mix of these veterans like Greta Gerwig and Laura Poitras, Marcon Behaus, Ryan White. Ryan White is one of those guys that release a documentary each year. And but you also have like the Prestige, which is
What
like
has he previously made? What has Ryan Wright?
He made Goodbye Oppie.
Oh, Goodnight Oppie. Yes, I have seen
Goodnight
that.
Oppie. He made State of Alabama versus Britney Smith, which is a documentary short. He made the Pamela Anderson Netflix doc. Which ones more? He does a lot of stuff. He's
Okay.
literally one of those guys that direct each year. The Keepers, he did the
Interesting.
Keepers, that Netflix docu series. And you also have like
Is Come See Me in the Good Light worth watching? Should I watch it?
yeah, I think it's worth watching. It's a film about activists dying, and apparently she's very famous. I didn't know her. Sorry, I'm Brazilian. I don't know all the American people because there's a lot of them, almost for 100 million, right? So, but yeah, it's okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen worse things.
Okay.
By Ryan
Outstanding-
White, by the way.
Outstanding direction. 2,000 Meters, Afternoons of Solitude, Come See Me in a Good Light, Cover Up, Perfect Neighbor, Predators, Seeds. The exact same nominations except Predators is in here instead of Put Your Soul in Your Hand and Walk, which I haven't seen Predators yet, but I wasn't. This might be a hot take, but I wasn't very impressed with Farsi's direction. Put Your Soul in Your Hand and Walk. So
Yeah,
would say-
I think a lot of people have this impression that it's a cheap direction because it's mostly on a phone.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I agree
That's
with
not
that.
why. I think it's mostly because she's like self-imposing herself a little bit into the story, which just I
Okay.
don't know. I'm always a little skeptical of filmmakers who do that, but her Q&A at TIFF was very good. I wish you could have been at TIFF in person because it would have been nice to watch that with you.
Yeah.
But her Q&A was really stellar. Um, Outstanding debut: Marley Matlin not alone anymore. Monk in pieces. Remaining native. Seeds. The shepherd and the bear. Swamp Dog gets his pool painted. I'm not familiar with many of
I
these.
watched Swamp Dog gets his boot painted last year at Hot Docs, so it's been a while. It's really the documentary industry is wild because you watch a documentary like in a festival in a year and 5 years later it releases. So it's wild. But yeah, I like Swamp Dog gets his boot painted, and yeah, it's an okay. I think it's obvious that Seeds is going to win this.
Yeah, given it's in best feature and best direction, I would be surprised if it
Yeah,
lost this.
and yeah.
Tristan, any thoughts so far?
Um, well, I can chime in. I have seen Marley Matlin not alone anymore. I thought it was really good. I did
Yeah.
not. I went into that. I saw it at Hot Docs, and I went into it expecting it to just be like a standard um, documentary biopic, which it is to a degree. But I thought it was handled with a lot of care, and um, there's like it really shows the relationship that built between Marley and the director, and I thought it was really moving.
How much is
And
William Hurt talked about in it?
yeah,
Um, a
yes.
little bit. There's a big section of it in the middle where they talk about it and go pretty in depth, but
Mm,
um, it's not like the whole movie. It's just like maybe a 20-minute segment.
It's actually a point. So I don't know if you call it spoilers. It's her life, but it's actually a segment about the sexual abuses she suffered, all the like bad
Yeah,
things that happened to her. So William Hurt is one of those things. Unfortunately, it has other cases. So yeah, it's a part of it, but not a big part of it.
yes. Outstanding production. The nominees were 2,000 Meters, The Alabama Solution, Antidote, Apocalypse in the Tropics, Mr. Nobody Against Putin, and My Undesirable Friends. Part 1, Last Air in Moscow. Um, I'm gonna be honest. I was like so shocked at how this movie was even made. So I would really be My Undesirable Friends for me. This is it's such an incredible feat. I don't know if you would agree with that sentiment. I haven't seen Mr. Nobody Against Putin. I missed the docs we love. Um, the For the Love of Docs deadline thing that they do. I missed
yeah.
that one. So I was sad to miss Mr.
Yeah,
Nobody
I
Against
don't
Putin.
like
I'll
it.
find a way
I
to
watched
watch
it
it.
hot dogs, and I don't
Oh
like it.
yeah.
But I think the boldest thing about this film is the title. Uh,
Yeah.
and I think the way the campaign is really smart because they sell it like a very subversive uh, take on the Ukraine and the Russian invasion and on the, but it's actually not that, and I think it's not that interesting. And you talked about the director self-imposing. It's a film about the director, and I think it, yeah, it's, I didn't like it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Outstanding editing with 2,000 Meters, Cover Up, I'm Not Everything I Want to Be, My Undesirable Friends, Part 1, Last Air in Moscow, Oral 2 plus 2 equals 5, Perfect Neighbor, Refenstall?
Riefenstahl, yeah, that's it.
Reifenstall. Yeah. My Undesirable Friends or Perfect Neighbor, I'm assuming, would take this. Uh, the 5 hours and 30 minutes goes by really quickly in Perfect Neighbor. Non Perfect Neighbor, My Undesirable Friends.
Yeah, it's
Um,
5 hours, but it's really fast.
yeah.
And yeah, I really have a thing for long docs. So I watch. I usually I like that Toronto always pick like really long documentaries. They picked Enxerga Documento 14 last year, which is 14 hours. It was at the wavelengths. It was wavelengths. I think it was wavelengths, probably. It's something that Andrea Picard would totally pick it, so I think it's there. And this year they took the While the Green Grass Grows on the TIFF Docs, which is like 4 or 5 hours. No, it's
Yeah.
not. I think yeah, something like that. So I really
I'm
like
gonna.
these long docs.
Yeah. No, I would totally agree with you. I'm gonna skip to the outstanding nonfiction shortlist because I think this is pretty interesting. We just mentioned it, but I noticed that got the filmmaker of The Perfect Neighbor. She also has a short film, The Devil Is
Yeah,
Busy.
it's called The Devil. The Devil is Busy.
Yeah, but all
It's
the empty
HBO.
rooms.
No.
Yeah, all the empty rooms. Am I the skinniest person you've ever seen? Armed only with a camera. Crying Glacier. The Devil Is Busy. The Long Valley. Mama Micra. Perfectly a Strangeness. We Were the Scenery, and Who Loves the Sun were the nominees here, or the shortlist, I should say. That's pretty interesting that she made both
Yeah,
the full
Am I the
lengths.
Skinniest Person You Ever Seen is not eligible this year because it was submitted last year. But
Mm,
it won a couple festivals, including the Brazilian one, the It's All True festival. I was
oh,
there, it
very
won.
cool.
And it's a NFB production. It's a National Film Board of Canada one, and I watched. I don't remember where I watched it. It's been almost 2 years. But
Yeah.
another one that I would highlight is Armed Only with a Camera: The Life and Death of Brent Renault, which is also HBO doc short, and it's about these two brothers. One of them died in Ukraine, and it's really like frontal about it. Like the brother really like films his dead brother in a in the casket. So it's like
Mm,
I think it's something that the Academy probably would go with. And Mama Micro was also nominated at the Idol Awards, which we're going to talk later. But yeah,
yeah. Interesting. The last thing I'm going to say about this one is the Audience Choice Prize. Apocalypse in the Tropics, Coexistence My Ass, Come See Me in a Good Light, Cover Up, Cutting Through Rocks, Death President Now, The Eyes of Ghana, Folk Tales, It's Never Over, Jeff Buckley, Tristan's documentary, his favorite documentary of the year, The Librarians, Marley Matlin, Not Alone Anymore, Mr. Nobody Against Putin, Oral 2 plus 2 equals 5, The Perfect Neighbor, Prime Minister, and The Tale of Cillian. And, yeah, I feel like there's been a pretty good correlation between the audience prize winner and a nomination. Let me see what won the previous year. Porcelain War last year. The year prior, Bobby Wine, which also was the IDA winner
yeah,
a couple years ago. Navalny, yeah. So the audience choice prize has better correlation than the traditional nonfiction feature because I remember last year, 2 years ago, 32 Sounds never got nominated, but audience choice prize did. So I'm wondering if Come See Me in a Good Light has a chance here because I've heard like it's just been doing very well with the audience prizes.
yeah, it probably has. Yeah, I would say it has for sure.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to IDA since we already mentioned it. The IDA nominations. I know you said that you weren't as thrilled about these as you usually are previously, right?
Yeah, they changed a lot. It used to be 10 nominations. Now it's 5, and they went with a pretty blend selection. So yeah,
Yeah.
uh,
Well, the
it's not.
nominees are Apocalypse in the Tropics, Life After, Seeds, Songs of Slow Burning Earth, and The Tale of Cillian. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen any of these. So, well, I actually have seen Life
Me
After. I've seen Life After. Um, sorry, what do you say, Tristan?
I haven't seen any of these either.
Yeah, I've seen Life After, and that was not very good. Um, there's 6 special mentions as well. Come See Me in a Good Light, Cover Up, Deaf President Now, Mothers of Chibok, and Oral 2 plus 2 equals 5, and Yanuni. Pedro, I have a funny story for you. I told Tristan this, or he was there and experienced it with me. I tried like 5 times to watch Cover Up at TIFF, and I couldn't get in like each time. I finally got in on the last time it was screening, and it was a good documentary. I really enjoyed it. Seymour Hersh is a hero. He's great. Good for him.
It was
Yeah,
probably the hardest film to get into at TIFF, I think.
It was. I think it was because they were putting in really small theaters each
Yeah.
time. So like the first P&I screening was like in a theater with like 120 seats, and the line was super long. So I got there like maybe like 10 minutes before. My previous showing was Orphan, so Orphan's a pretty long
oh,
movie. So I
that's
got
bad.
up. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it. But I'm also not a fan of Song of Saul, so like I'm not a Les and memes guy at all. But I got off Orphan, and the line was like super long still, and I was like, the movie starts in 10 minutes. What are we doing here? And it was super full. So I never got a chance to see on that first day, which was a real pain. I was very worried. I was like, am I going to see cover up at TIFF this year? Yeah. But best short documentary, correct me if I'm wrong. If a Walnut Falls, Looking for a Donkey, Mama Micra, and Their Eyes.
Their Eyes was also at New York Film Festival in the Currents
Mm,
part, which is experimental. It's the wavelengths of New York.
yeah.
Uh, so it is really interesting. I really like that one. Uh, there is a interesting statistic that Brendan McMurray, my friend and editor from Short State, he
Good friend.
found out a few years ago, that if a film makes into Critics' Choice, IDA, and the Doc New York shortlist, if the film makes all of those three, it always go to the shortlist at the Oscars, and it's like guarantee, etc. So the only two films to do this year was Apocalypse in the Tropics, the Petra Costa film, and she was nominated with her last film, Edge of Democracy,
Mm-hmm.
and Tale of Cillian, which is also from Oscar nominated. I think it was the same year, by the way, which is
Yeah.
the director of Honeyland. Yes, it was the
Oh
same
yeah.
year.
2020 was Edge of Democracy. I think Honey Lane was also 2020. So I think you're
Yeah,
right.
it was the same. So yeah,
Oh, that's
both of them.
interesting. And they're both IDA nominees.
Yeah,
Um,
both IDA and Apocalypse. Edge of Democracy didn't make all of those three, which is
yeah.
fascinating. I know it did IDA though, but it didn't do the other one. So yeah,
It's also worth noting that the IDA stat that I value is past 6 years, the winner has gone on to be nominated for best documentary feature at the Oscars. So,
yeah.
whichever one wins here, Seeds or Tale of Cillian or Life After, maybe. Whichever one wins, I'll probably start predicting it almost immediately.
A fascinating mention that it confirmed on the Oscars. It was House Made of Splinters,
Hmm.
which I think it only did IDA that year. I have the here the yeah it only made IDA, and it was nominated, and yeah, so it
It's a
has a
very
chance.
strong stat. Very, very strong stat. Um, let's see. Best director was Petra Costa for Apocalypse in the Tropics, Reed Davenport for Life After, Brittany Sheen for Seeds, Ola Zerba for Songs of the Slow Burning Earth, and Tamara you want to say the name? Koveska for Tale of Cillian?
Yeah, good. It was good pronunciation.
Good pronunciation.
Good pronunciation.
I'm not getting canceled. Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think North Macedonians are going to cancel you.
Yeah, hopefully not. Best writing was Apocalypse in the Tropics, Red Light to the Limelight, River of Grass, Sally, Suburban Fury. Anything to say here about these?
I haven't watched Suburban Furry yet. It's on my list. I'll watch after the the other stuff I have to watch. But yeah, I'm watching it.
Yeah. Okay.
It was New York last year. Yeah.
And best production: Apocalypse in the Tropics, Cover Up, Life After, Seeds, and the Alabama Solution. Uh, so I haven't seen Alabama
I
Solution or
really like
Seeds yet.
this best production category uh, in the
Awards.
documentary awards, because it's different. A production in a documentary is different than the producer that usually wins for the first fiction feature in the Oscars or other, because a production in a documentary, it's very complex. You need to align a lot of things. since the funding on documentary depend on your topic is really hard, and it takes long, and you have to take these funds and you have to organize all the crew. Usually if you have locations that are not your home, you have to do a lot of logistics. So it's really nice to acknowledge uh, the production team, not only like the director but also like the co-producers, assistant producers, the producers. And also it's kind of ironic for me to see like Petra Costa and Alessandra Orofino here, because they have a lot of good contacts for the type of films, especially in politics, because Petra comes from a really rich family in Brazil with deep. For example, I don't know if you watched Edge of Democracy, but she talks about it that her grandfather was
Pedro, I'm a
one of.
death racer.
Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, just for the listener, her grandfather was one of the people that built the Brazilian palace for the
Hmm.
president. So she comes
Yeah.
from a very rich family and from the elites, a bourgeois housing. So yeah, so it's kind of interesting for me to see this because she has a lot of access, and like people call her to go film stuff. So yeah, but it's just a context.
Hmm.
The company I work for distributed her first movie. We
Oh,
have like a
cool.
giant poster above my desk.
Elena.
It's Elena, yeah.
Yeah, I love Elena. Elena is her best film. Did you watch it?
No, I haven't had a chance yet. The the problem is I want to go back and watch all the films that we distributed before I started working there, but there's just so much coming through that I have to watch. So I haven't had a chance, but I think over the holidays I have like 10 movies I really want to see that we distributed earlier on that I'm just gonna binge uh,
Base.
during the holidays.
Yeah, that's really cool. I didn't. I wasn't. I had no clue that your company distributed that. Yeah, that's good.
I don't know if we did like worldwide, but we definitely did Canada and the US.
Oh, nice. Yeah, really nice. In Brazil, it was like a major network. So which is Globe, which is one of the biggest uh, networks in the world. So yeah.
Yes. Well, are you guys ready for the award show? For that is happening tomorrow. The some call it the Oscars of the indie circuit, as no, but the Gotham Awards are tomorrow. It's to me it's one of the major starts of award season. So
Yeah,
I'm thankful that we have Pedro on because I think the Gotham documentary stat is to me the most insane of any documentary stat. In the entire history, all 35 ceremonies of the Gotham Awards, if the film has been shortlisted for Best Documentary Feature, it has gone on to be nominated if it won the Gotham Award, if the Gotham winner has been shortlisted. So it's an insane stat. Um, like, it's weird that you see a documentary stat that's like 34 years running, something like that long.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah.
Um, I really have no idea how. I'm wondering when the stat will break. It will break at some point. It must, but it's just an absolutely bonkers stat. Tristan, any thoughts on this on how crazy
it's
that stat is?
it's a pretty crazy stat. Like the fact that it's been running that long and it still is intact is insane. Wait, so you said are there examples of films that weren't shortlisted that won the Gotham?
Sure. I think if we we can find one really quickly. I don't think the Agronomist, the 2003 Jonathan Demme documentary, was shortlisted at the Academy Awards. Something more recent. Let's see. I think we could say. I don't think Strong Island was. Was Strong Island shortlisted?
I don't think
Strong
so.
Island was. Yeah, Strong
Strong.
Island was nominated.
If it was
Oh,
shortlisted, it was nominated.
Yeah, because Jens Ford, if I'm not wrong, Jens Ford is the first trans person to get a Academy Award nomination ever. If I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hable County this morning, this evening was nominated. American Factory won. A Thousand Cuts wasn't shortlisted or nominated, but Time, it was a tie. So in Time was nominated. Flea was nominated. All the Briefs was nominated. For Daughters, No Other Land won. Let's Go Back. Strong OJ won. Look of Silence was nominated. And Robbed. It should go on. But I love Amy as well. Amy is one of my favorite documentaries ever. But yeah, Look of Silence is insane. Insane year, by the
Season
way.
4 won as well.
Season 4 won. Act of Killing was nominated. Also Robbed. How to Survive a Plague.
That was nominated.
Was nominated, right?
Yeah, that was nominated.
Nominated. Better This World. I don't remember this.
Not shortlisted.
Not shortlisted or nominated. So here you go. Yeah.
So that was the last one. 2011 was the last time it was something was not shortlisted. That won. Or I guess the 2021 that you said was not shortlisted as well. But if you get shortlisted and you win the Gotham, then you're pretty much guaranteed that nomination.
Yeah.
So Undesirable Friends is probably not getting shortlisted at the Oscars, but Black
Yeah, I
Widow,
don't think people will watch it. I don't think people will watch it.
But we're gonna do our full predictions for the Gotham Awards, so that should be fun. Pedro, are you excited for this? I know you've probably
Yes.
watched most of these movies. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm missing Billion, Resurrection, and preparations for the next life.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
just-
you've watched a lot of these as well.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm missing those three as well. There might be a few more, but
I've seen
yeah.
Resurrection, and Resurrection's incredible. Best
Did
feature?
you watch it at New York?
I watched it in New York. Yeah.
Were you in the screening that Emmy Taubin walked out? Do you know this story?
No, I was not. I did not know that Amy Taubin walked out. If she
Yeah.
if I saw Amy Taubin, she's my. I'm gonna be honest. Did you see the Todd Haynes documentary, Velvet Underground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see her picture back then?
Amy Taubin's so hot back, bro. I didn't know Amy Taubin was hot like that. I was like shocked because like I've only known Amy Taubin as like an 80-year-old woman. So like when I saw Amy Taubin was hot, I was like, that's crazy. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I was ready to fold. I was like, damn, Amy, do you have a daughter?
Someone in there is a film at Lincoln Center forum for those who live in New York. So if you want to join, people are there, and Jordan Raup is there, and people are there, famous people.
Yeah.
Are there. And someone said that in the press screening for Resurrection, M. Taubin was like, oh God, no! Like she was like saying stuff, and then she just walked. Oh, I can't do this, and she walked out of it. And someone said that they were like behind her, and were having much more fun with Emma Taubin watching it than the film. Not the film problem, but Emma Taubin giving a. And it was really. This story is really really great.
She's one of my favorite critics. I listen to every episode when she goes on the Last Thing I Saw, the Nicholas Rapole podcast. Like she's literally one of my favorites. She's so sharp still. Like I'm just absolutely in love with her.
Just a recommendation because I read it like I think it was Thursday. I read her Criterion Channel essay for Wanda, the Barbara Loden film, which I love. It's very very good. And her essay for Wanda is unbelievable. It's incredible. I think it makes the film have a much greater sense. And she's really really good. Still, yeah,
Brilliant
she's
writer.
80 and something, and still
Just
like,
very sharp. She's very sharp.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
It's
I'm
amazing.
still writing sharp film criticism when I'm in my 80s.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
think
let's
it's
go
her
through.
and Richard Brody, the best 80 years old film critics.
So true. Yeah, let's get it. Best feature: Begonia, East of Wall, Familiar Touch, Hamnet, If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, Lurker, One Battle After Another, Sorry Baby, Testament of Anne Lee, and Train Dreams. I'm just gonna say, we're gonna do what should win and what will win, what we think will win and what we would want to win. So I'm gonna start off with Pedro. You want to go first?
Yeah, Gotham. I like to start saying that I was a Gotham member for a year or two.
Oh, very cool.
and I stopped being because Gotham members don't vote and don't get screeners, so I was disappointed. And it's expensive, and I don't live in New York, so it didn't make sense for me. If you live in New York, it it's worth it because you are invited for screenings and etc. So it's really cool. Uh, who chooses it is usually a group of 6 to 8 people, so it's a committee. So it's
I believe the nominations are 5 to 8 critics, and the winners for the actual awards are 5 to 8 industry members.
yeah. Usually industry members. I think one better than another, probably. I
Hmm.
think, but I could see them going with, I don't know, Hamnet, probably. I think
Yeah.
it's, but I would go with one battle.
And what do you want to win?
What I want to win, let me see. And it's interesting because I just finished this category yesterday. I watched Annalie. It's good, but I would say Star Baby. I would say Star Baby. I really like
Hmm.
one better than another, but I would say Star Baby.
Yeah,
Uh,
Yeah.
Sorry Baby would be my pick to win as well. I
And
think
what do
that
you think
movie's
will
amazing.
win?
I think it's probably one battle after another, but I do think there is a chance that they pull out If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You,
I think so. Okay.
because
You
that
you
seems
still
like
mine.
it.
You still mine.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel it's if I had legs. I think if I had legs has this in the bag. I'm gonna be honest. I would be very shocked if I had legs did not win Best Feature here. At the Gothams. The fact that I feel like okay, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the backlash. I don't know if you guys were keeping up with the Twitter on the day that Gotham noms dropped. The backlash to one
yeah,
battle getting nominated here. I think industry members will choose the other very critically acclaimed film in this category that's like universally liked. So I have a feeling that if I had legs, we'll probably take this home. My winner, what I would want to win, I told Tristan when we were recapping this, I'm not really fond of many of the films here. I'm not really fond of Train Dreams. Testament of Anley I really do like, but I have a lot of reservations of that movie. I feel kind of the same way about One Battle, and Sorry Baby. I haven't seen Lurker, I haven't seen Familiar Touch, I haven't seen East of Wall, so I'm missing three of them.
Lurker is very good. Yeah,
Yeah, I think I'd probably have to say I want One Battle to win, but I'm not really super invested in this. One Battle,
I have the physical screener of Train Dreams here,
nice.
yeah. I
and
just
I
found it
watched on
so
Blu-ray.
handholdy. I was
Yeah,
not in for Train Dreams. It was just so handholdy to me.
yeah, and yeah, it's a beautiful film. The inside is, I think the inside of this cover is better
Oh,
than,
wow, that's
Wow,
amazing.
a
and
lot
Did
of
it's
you
great
very
get?
similar.
shots.
It's very similar to the Tree of Life poster.
Mm, yeah,
If you see the Tree of Life poster and you see this is the same.
yeah. Everyone calling it Malik-esque is like really annoying me because Malik would never
Yeah,
stop.
it doesn't have
Stop.
anything at all to do with Malik.
I think
It
it feels
annoys me.
more akin to like Chloe Zhao's earlier work than Malik.
Yeah, it feels more Rider to me than like Tree of Life. But
Yeah,
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 I would go even back and say songs that my brother taught me.
I haven't seen her first
Probably,
movie. Should I watch
yeah.
it?
I think it's on a movie. Yeah, it's
Oh, I
good.
have to check it out.
Yeah, I think it's on a movie, but yeah, it's good.
Best Director, Mary Bronstein, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Jafar Panahi, It Was Just an Accident. Kelly Reichardt, The Mastermind. Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another. Oliver Lachey, Surratt. Tristan, I'm going to start with you. Who do you want to win and who will win this?
I think they're gonna go for Panahi. That's who I think is going to win it. Who I want to win, I'm also gonna go Panahi. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
an incredible film, and I really do think they're gonna award it in at least one category here, and they could go PTA. I do think If I Had Legs has a better chance in feature than director. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna say my vote and my prediction are both for Panahi.
Yeah. Pedro, what about you?
Yeah, this is. I think they will go with Panahi. All of the, it's really crazy what Panahi is doing now. All the U.S. tour. And did you guys see the pictures of him in the which one of the Hitchcock films is
He
it?
was with Frederick Weissman in one of the photos, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's.
very
Yeah,
cool.
I think I'm going to print this photo and put it back here with my Umbrellas of Cherbourg. You can see it because it's bright, and
Yeah.
my sign that say black cinema is Brazilian cinema,
Yeah.
and I'll put it right the picture of them, the 90-year-old legend with the Iranian legend, and
I'm gonna embarrass myself, Pedro, in front of you, but I am so
you haven't
inexperienced
seen.
with Wyman. Yeah, I haven't seen any of
Yeah,
his movies. I've seen like 20 minutes of High School, and that's about it.
yeah. I think that the best way to start it is with the first film, Tick Tick Folies.
Hmm.
And if you watch One Flew Over the Cuckoo, it's even more insane because Foreman borrowed a lot of the inspiration from the documentary. And yeah, it's a classic. It's when you talk about observational documentary, you talk about Wiseman. And you can also watch his last film, Menu Plaisir Le Toit,
I've
which
been wanting to
is
watch that forever.
four
That's my
hours.
favorite. Yeah, it looks good.
And but it's very good. But yeah, I think it's Panahi, and I would like to win, or either Panahi. I think his directing is pretty sharp, or Olivier Laxe, because I
Yeah.
think Sirai is wild. It's direction that is, and he does it on 16 millimeters, which is really important.
Tristan, do you know who I want to win? I'm
Of
curious if my
course, of
co-host
course,
knows. Who do
yes.
I want to win?
You want
Nerdy.
Lachey to win for Syrah.
I want Lachey to win. There's no other choice here. There is no other choice. Park Chan Wook is not nominated, but there is no other choice. There's no other choice. It's there's only Surratt. Surratt should be winning this. Surratt should be winning the whole shebang. That's the independent feature of the year. It should be winning picture, director, original screenplay, best actor for Sergey
Sound.
Lopez. Best sound, everything. Well, why is Surratt only one nomination for
Whoa.
director? I'm hoping that the industry members who are doing the industry jury for this look and see Surratt's not nominated anywhere else and go, we got to give it to Lachey. We got to give it to Lachey. So I do think Panahi's also winning, but I want Surratt to win. I want Surratt. I want Lachey to take it. And I think it's going to be close. I think there is a chance that he takes it. I think he's over PTA, and I think he's number two. And I'm hoping that whichever jury member is pro Surratt convinces the other four members to do Surratt with them. You know that.
If it was critics' pick, it probably would be Laxi. I
Yeah.
think because the New York critics loved Syrah. They, I think there is a chance of him winning New York Film Critics.
Yeah. I hope so. I really hope so. I mean, the thing is, they do director first at New York Film Critics Circle, and I feel like that sometimes that might create some fuckery because if you do director first and you want to choose something different for Best Picture, it could mess it up. But I do think Lachey will probably take director there. I would agree with you. By the way, Tristan, I have to flex Tristan because you're gonna love this. He got all four of the critics groups right last year. MBR, National Society of Film Critics, LA, and New York, and I was like, that's crazy. I've never seen anyone do that before.
I'm gonna get like 0 for 4 this year.
And the most important for Christian, which is the Toronto Critics. Did you get it right, too?
No,
What
I
won
actually
Toronto
got
last
that
year?
one wrong. I forgot, but I know I predict the wrong one. Let me double check on that.
Yeah. While Tristan checks, I'm gonna read off the breakthrough director nominees. Costin Sang for Blue Sung Place, Carson Lund for Ephus, Sarah Freeland for Familiar Touch, Akinola Davis Jr. for My Father's Shadow, and Harris Dickinson for Urchin. I'll start us off here because I've only seen three of these: Ephus, My Father's Shadow, and Urchin. I really need to see Familiar Touch. I'm so excited to watch that. But my favorite one of these would probably be My Father's Shadow or Ephus. I think it's gonna be My Father's Shadow that takes it. I think that'd probably be my pick to win. I think his direction is a little more poignant than Ephus's direction, so I'm gonna say My Father's Shadow.
Just gonna interject quickly. It was Nickel Boys that won Toronto Film
Based.
Critics based. I predicted The Brutalist, so I was a little off there, but
Pedro, what about you? What do you think is winning Break the director?
Yeah, I think they will go with. I think they will be based and go with Harris Dixon. But I think Sarah Friedland has. No, I don't know.
Considering if Sarah Freeland's in Best Picture, I think there's probably a really good chance that she could take it. But it's different
Yeah,
juries, so
I think Friedland can win it. But if the world is fair, my boy Akinola Davis Jr. would take it in the bag.
yeah,
Because I have to say it, I have to take it out my chest. Urchin is terrible.
it's mid.
Urchin
Yeah, you know
is
I give it
what?
3 stars.
so
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, it's so overrated.
Holy fuck! Sorry for my excuse my language.
Yeah.
Uh, guys, if I wanted to see a bad Dardenne film, I would see the Dardennes film. I don't need a bad Dardenne. They already exist. They're called Jean Pierre and Luc Dardenne. I don't need a low tier one. And Harris Dixon said, "Oh, what if I do a social realism film? Yeah, that's so creative." Or no, that a
It's
lot
not
of
saying anything new at all. It's so
yeah,
boring.
all of the filmmakers in the last 20 years do that in
It
Europe.
it
No,
just
it's
it very much
yeah,
feels like a filmmaking exercise, and like he's just trying to figure out how to direct and coming up with his directorial style. But it like the whole time I was just thinking this is definitely a debut, but people are like really glazing that movie. People love
Hmm.
it. I'm a little
The
surprised. I thought it was just okay.
yeah.
it's insane that it got a uncertain Hagar spot. But this year is
I mean,
unbelievable.
it
Eleanor the Great,
Eleanor the Great, yeah, I'm okay with
which is
Urchin, but yeah.
which is I watched it and I wanted to like take my eyeballs off with a spoon.
I'm
And
so shocked Eleanor the Great wasn't a Sundance premiere section. Like it makes no sense. It was in certain regard.
Yeah.
oh, it's yeah. Fermo needs to retire or I don't know, disappear, something like that. Yeah, it's good time.
Okay. Pedro, I'm going to kick it back to you for original screenplay. The nominees are If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, It Was Just an Accident, The Secret Agent, Sorry Baby, and Sound of Falling. I'm surprised that Kleber Mendoza-Filho did not get nominated in director. Uh,
Yeah, he
his
deserves
director's
more a director one than
a
screenplay.
screenplay one. Yeah.
But I
What do you
think
think?
I think they will go with uh like home court advantage and go with Bronstein
Yeah.
probably. I think.
And who do you want to win screenplay?
Um, I think I want Sorry Baby
Ava,
to win it. I have a
Ava Victor,
victory.
yeah. I was
I,
thinking
I, I
that.
also I said off record that I have a crush on Odessa Zion,
Yeah.
and I also have a crush on Eva Victor, which is understandable, right? And yeah, I had the chance to participate in a round table with them, and it was really really good. They are so charismatic, and it makes sense. They are comedians, so yeah, it's Eva Victor is amazing, and Sorry Baby is the type of film that only comes out of the mind of a comedian. People
Mm.
underestimate comedy, but there are certain films or artistic uh, efforts that come from the sensibility of a comedian. Like you, for example, Jordan Peele or Mel Brooks that financed The Elephant Man. Like comedians have a different sensibility, and when you watch Sorry Baby, you get that. You also get that. So yeah, I think I would like Sorry Baby Twin.
Yeah, I'm
Tristan,
with
what?
you. I would definitely pick Sorry Baby to win. I mean this is a strong category, but I just thought that is such a sharply written film. And I think she might win. I think I'm gonna predict it.
Okay.
I'd like Panahi to win, but I think it's going to be The Secret Agent.
Really? I
Yeah, I
don't
think
know.
Kleber Mendoza-Filho is going to take it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm going to be
know.
honest.
Brazil would go crazy, but I don't know.
I I think The Secret Agent will win quite a few prizes throughout award season this year, but I don't think screenplay
Wagner
is where
Moura
it.
win it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I won't. I'll just go Panahi.
No, it's
I'll pick
okay.
Panahi.
I don't want to
No,
like.
I'll go Panahi here. I'll go Panahi here. You're not convincing me of anything, Tristan. I'm doing it on my own accord. You want to kick us off with adapted screenplay, Tristan? No Other
Sure.
Choice, One Battle After Another, Pillion, Preparation for Next Life, and Train Dreams.
Um, yeah, this is a tough one. I think they're probably just gonna give it to PTA because I don't think PTA is winning director. And I think this would be a good place to honor him. But I would personally like to see Park Chan Wook win this. However, I haven't seen Pillion or Preparation for the Next Life yet, so I have quite a bit of catching up to do in this category. But yeah, I think Park has a chance, but I'm gonna predict PTA and say Park is my personal pick.
Yeah, I think this is the PTA spot. Honestly, I really think my personal pick would probably be God. I'm actually I have like serious reservations about all of these. I think my personal pick would also be Park, honestly, but I think it's going to be PTA.
One Battle is a really well written film, so I wouldn't mind seeing it win.
Yeah, I have the book here.
The Axe or Vineland?
The Violent.
Oh, nice.
And I also have Train Dreams somewhere, which I forgot. Train Dreams is a really interesting one for me because I watched the film. I said I know this story somewhere. Let me check where is this adapted, and I saw that it was a Dennis Johnson book, and I said I know this book, and I searched on Amazon, and I remember that I read and I bought it and read, and I completely forgot because it's a forgettable book, but I have it here. Strange Pain by Dennis Johnson, and it was a finalist, Pulitzer finalist, and in that year they didn't give the award for anyone, and it was like the best choice because it is better not give to anyone than Dennis Johnson for this. And I think it's a very good adaptation because it takes something out from nothing. So I think it's a really it's an interesting exercise of adaptation by Greg Caldery and what is the name of the director?
Greg Player and Clint Bentley.
Yeah.
Do you know why they didn't give out an award that year? It was because they wanted the Pulitzer committee wanted to give it to David Foster Wallace for The Pale King, but they did not want to. The overall people did not want to give it to him. The Pale King.
Yeah, that's the best lore possible. I think that's the don't give it for anyone. But
Wait, are you not a Pale King fan?
no, a theme can no. I like it, but I only read Vineland. But I like what Pulitzer is doing. A few
No.
years.
The year of the Train Dreams, it was David Foster Wallace's The Pale King.
Foster Wallace. Okay, I haven't read any of Foster Wallace
Okay.
yet.
I I have Infinite Jest, and in high school I used to just carry it around. Just I didn't read it, but
Are you one of those guys?
I was one of those guys. Yeah, after I watched, exactly. I watched not. I'm not like usually like that, but I watched the end of the tour, and I'm like, oh, I really need to read this book. So I intended to read it, but I think I only got like 50 pages in, and then
The book is great, actually. I've read the book that I haven't seen the film that the end of the tour is adapted from.
yeah.
But the book is outstanding. It's like do you know the story of it, Pedro? It's David Foster Wallace
End of
being
the
interviewed
tour?
by the Rolling Tones. Yeah, it's by the
Yeah,
Rolling Tones
it
profiler,
didn't.
and it's a crazy book. It's a crazy book.
Foster
I
Wallace
really enjoyed
killed himself, right?
it. Not at that. Well, the book it was published after he already committed suicide, or the redo of the book. But it's fascinating. It's a fascinating profile of Foster Wallace.
Wait,
Yeah.
he committed suicide.
David Foster,
Wallace?
yes.
Oh, I didn't know
In
that.
2008. Yeah.
Yes. Anyways,
And I like the
I'm
film.
gonna
End of the Tour is good.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that movie.
I'll do international feature. It was just an accident, no other choice. Nouvelle Vague, Resurrection, Sound of Falling. I'm gonna say Resurrection. I think Resurrection is gonna win it, and I think I'd say Panahi should win, but I think it's gonna go to Resurrection because I feel like it's the only nomination here. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm scarred from last year when A Different Man only had one nomination and one Best Picture. So like now I'm feeling that a lot of the juries actually do look at the other nominations and are like, we're somewhere that's probably gonna get rewarded somewhere else, and we can reward it. So I actually do think that's why stuff like Surratt and Resurrection have a chance of winning their only nominations. The different man win scarred me for life, Tristan. I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid to predict Panahi like 4 times. Pedro, what
Yeah,
do you think
but
about
I
international
do
feature?
think they could go with Resurrection.
Yeah.
It's
What do you want to
possible.
win?
It was just an accident. I haven't watched Resurrection yet.
Yeah.
Janus, please send me Resurrection, Janus, for the love of God.
Yeah, I haven't seen Resurrection or Sound of Falling yet. But of the three, no other choice would probably be my pick. It was just an accident I'd be very cool with as well.
I've seen
Um,
all 5 of these.
you do not like Nouvelle Vague, right?
I don't. I think it's. I was really
I think it's okay.
surprised.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think
I
it's
should
okay
have.
too.
No, I'm. It's so smalty for me. I couldn't do it. But I was really surprised to see
Guilherme
that
Bach is
Cafe
so
Du.
good on it. Say it. Guilherme Bach is so good as Godard.
He's
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 very
really
amazing.
good.
good. He's really
He's
good.
so good.
He does the imitation well. Zoe Dutch is not good as Gene Steinberg though, and that's like
Yeah,
the
it's a bit
other.
off. It's a bit off.
Yeah, but I don't know. It didn't work for me. And Sound of Falling, I'm getting like a little softer on every single day I think about it. Every time I think of Sound of Falling, I'm a little softer on it. I don't know.
Yeah, so
I,
boring.
I
yeah, I don't think that's my kind of movie. I haven't seen
Yeah.
it yet, but
I gave it 3.5 stars at TIFF in my review. For From the Fourth Row, and I'm like, I think I should give it a 6 out of 10. I saw it at 3.5 though. Pedro, I'm gonna kick it off to you for documentary though. 2,000 meters Centrifuga, Black News Terms and Conditions, My Undesirable Friends, The Perfect Neighbor, and Put Your Soul in Your Hand and Walk. What should win and what will win?
Stacked category, very good. Except for 200 meters Rendica. I'm a very big Mislav Chernov hater. Sorry, again, it's another one that you can be a hater of. Sorry, I say terrible things, but it's a very good category. I think it's probably winning Put Your Soul on Your Hand and Walk. I think I would give it to The Undesirable Friends, Part One. Last are in Moscow by Julia Lokatev, and yeah, it's insane. And I also like the mention for Black News Terms and Conditions here by Caleb Joseph because it's
Insane
not a
documentary. I love this documentary.
because it's a documentary that is so unorthodox. It's
I've
like
never seen anything like it before.
and the team that he assembled to make this is insane. Is Paul Rogers, the editor for Everything Everywhere. The cinematographer is I forgot his name. The first black man to get cinematography at the Oscars is I forgot it. He did Arrival.
Arrival.
Yeah.
Do you know Tristan?
I'm not too sure. I'm looking into it now.
Bradford Young. Bradford Young.
Bradford Young.
Bradford Young.
Interesting. Bradford Young.
And he is the cinematographer for this, which is really interesting. But it's a documentary, but it's also a visual exposition, and it's really interesting. But it's also a encyclopedia about Black history and about the American society, and it's insane. I think my review is up for it at Movies with Tech and it's insane.
Oh,
It's
he
a
did
really
the
good.
cinematography for Ava DuVernay's When They See Us as well. Interesting.
Yeah, he worked first with Dee Reese, I think, and that's how DuVernay uh, called him. And he did Selma, he did The Most Violent Year, and he after the nomination he got uh, he disappeared a bit, but yeah.
Yeah. Tristan, I know you haven't seen any of the 5, but what do you want to
No.
win and what do you think will win?
Who I want to win? I don't know how to answer that one. But what I think will win, I think I'm just gonna go with The Perfect Neighbor. I do think that'll probably take it.
I'm gonna say I want Black News to win. I actually do. I would really be very happy with a Black News win here. I feel like both Undesirable Friends and Black Keys are too cool. Even for the Gothams. I think they're just too cool. I can't imagine any group really giving it to these. They're just too good to win these awards. And also, Black News, I think, has a chance of getting shortlisted, but that will never get nominated at the Oscars. My Undesirable Friends is never getting shortlisted at the Oscars. You think Put Your Soul in Your Hand and Walk. I feel like it's the kind of socially aware documentary that they would award at the Gothams, honestly. So I think I would also say I want Black News to win. I think Put Your Soul in Your Hand to Walk will win this award. Tristan, outstanding lead performance. Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, Lee Byung-hun for No Other Choice, Soph Derisu for My Father's Shadow, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, Jennifer Lawrence for Die My Love, Wagner Moore for The Secret Agent, Josh O'Connor for The Mastermind, Amanda Seyfried for A Testament of Anne Lee, Tessa Thompson for Hedda.
This is a pretty stacked category, so it's
Yes.
difficult to pick. In terms of who I think will win, it's so tough because there are so many choices you could go with. But I do think, just based on the performance that If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You had in terms of nominations, I do think that Rose Byrne could take this. That would probably be my prediction. In terms of my pick, it would probably also be Rose Byrne. I thought Rose Byrne was just absolutely incredible in that movie. And Jessie Buckley's going to win tons of awards throughout the season. She doesn't need this.
Jessie Buckley is definitely not winning this. I would be very shocked. My pick I want Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon to win this.
It's between Hawke and Byrne for me, because Hawke is just absolutely amazing in that movie.
But
this category is so good, though.
Yeah,
it is.
So good.
I think Byrne, Mora, and Hawke all have a chance.
Yeah, Mora has a chance too.
And I'm gonna predict Rose Byrne as well. It feels very much like Rose Byrne's kind of year. Like she's gonna be. All the top critics groups will probably choose Rose Byrne. I think she's probably gonna. I think she could win the trifecta. Honestly, I think she could win LA, New York, and National Society for this performance. But so I'm gonna say Rose Byrne wins, but I want Ethan Hawke to win. Pedro, what about you?
Yeah, it's so stacked. I think it's Byrne as well. But I would like. I'm sorry for the patriotism, but Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent. My guy Wagner, shout out.
Shout out
Brazil. Or Sope Dirisu for My Father's Shadow. Sope Dirisu is unbelievable in My Father's Shadow.
I want to see that movie so badly.
You should have come watch with me at TIFF.
I know. I don't know why I didn't see it. I think I tried. I tried to get into it quite a few times, and I couldn't. I couldn't pull a ticket.
But it's an insane film.
Outstanding supporting performance. Oh, sorry. Continue.
And the category is very good. Watching all of this is really, really good. I love the Tessa Thompson shout out for Hedda.
Yeah, I watched that last night.
I watched it.
I really thought she was amazing in that. Her and Nina Haas are very worthy of nominations.
She's so charming in it.
And Tristan, you know me, I'm a big Petzold fan. I want to see Nina Haas in anything. In anything. I'm so in the back for Nina.
Nina Haas or Paula Beer? Who do you pick?
Huh? Oh,
Paula Beer or Nina Haas? Okay.
Nina, easy.
Did you watch the last?
I have. Yes.
What do you think of it?
Are you talking about Mirrors number 3 or Fire?
Mirrors number.
I have not watched it. No, I didn't catch it. TIFF. I was so heartbroken.
It was so hard. That was another one where they played it in really small theaters.
Yeah, I'm very sad. I'll wait for you to watch it, and then we
will talk about it.
Yeah.
Best Asana supporting performance: Benicio del Toro, Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein, Ignat Ipsdar Lilius for Sentimental Value, India Moore, Father, Mother, Sister, Brother. A great movie, great performance. Wumi Musako, you didn't like it? Get out of here, Pedro. Wumi Musako, Sinners, Adam Sandler, Jay Kelly, Andrew Scott, Blue Moon, Alexander Skarsgård, Pillion, Stellan Skarsgård, Sentimental Value. Tiana Taylor, One Battle After Another. I'm going to start us off
Another
here.
stacked one, except for Pillion. I haven't watched Pillion yet. I'm watching.
I haven't
tonight.
watched Pillion. I have not watched Pillion either.
Me neither.
Okay, guys, am I tripping about Blue Moon? Why is Andrew Scott? How did he win Berlin? And how did he
Yeah,
get
it
nominated here? I don't
doesn't
think
make
he's
any
that great in
sense.
this movie. He's okay in the movie. I don't know. I feel like I'm being
I-
like psyopted here.
He's good, but it's not that meaty of a role. Like it's
Yeah.
not, especially compared to Ethan Hawke. Like it makes no sense he won.
Berlin.
Yeah.
I was so shocked the movie. I'm gonna be honest. I want Ingrid Daughter Lilius to win this. But I kind of feel like they could go Benicio. I wouldn't be surprised if they went Benicio.
They could go with Skarsgård.
I think it could go either Skarsgård, either Stellan or Alexander. I'm gonna predict. I'll predict Alexander Skarsgård. Why not? If he's having like a lot of gay sex and stuff, fuck it. I'm sure they would love it. But my pick to win would be my want is Igna. I hope Igna takes this. I hope it's just a surprise win for Igna.
Yeah.
Pedro, what about you?
Yeah, I think it could go with Alexander Skarsgård, but I would pick. I don't like the film, but I love Indian Muir in it, and Father Mother. Yeah, probably my pick, I think, or Inga. I asked Joaquin Trier last week how he always do it. Like, how do you find these actors? Is Norway this small of a country so you can just pick talent from a tree, or how do you do it? Because
Yeah.
he did it with Anders Daniel Eliasson, he did it with Renata Heinz, he did it now with Inga. So it's how do you do it? And yeah, it's insane. Inga is insane.
Tristan, what
Yeah.
about you?
My pick would definitely be Inga as well. I loved Sentimental Value, and I think she's definitely my favorite performance from that. But it's close between her and Stellan for me. I think Stellan's gonna win this.
Yeah. Stellan Skarsgård, not Alexander Skarsgård.
Stellan Skarsgård, yeah.
Yeah.
I do think Pillion is on the rise, but I don't think it's gonna win anything here. But I sense that we're gonna see a lot of critics groups go out for Pillion.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Maybe.
Like not for nominations, not for wins.
Yeah. Pedro, last category, breakthrough performer. ASAP Rocky, highest to lowest. Sebi Batiar for preparation for a next life. Chase Infinity for One Battle After Another. Abu Sangare for Soul Man's Story. And Tonatiuh for Kissing the Spider Woman. Tonatiuh, oh, there we go. For Kissing the Spider Woman. Who do you want to win and who do you think will win?
I think Chase Infinity has in her bag, and I would like her to have it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
She has it in her bag, and you also want to put it in her bag.
Exactly. Yeah. This category is not very good, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think Chase is gonna walk away with this pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
ASAP Rocky, I don't understand why they didn't put him for If I Had Legs.
He's way better than If I Had Legs in highest to lowest.
Yeah,
Which is kind of
I would honestly be like tempted to vote for him if it were for If I Had Legs. But no, yeah. Tonatiuh, I think is could end
He's
up.
getting some raves. Some people like Tonatiuh a lot in this movie.
I just watched this yesterday.
It's mid. It's so bad. It's not good.
Have you guys watched the film by Babenco?
The film
by Hector Babenco, the 1985 one.
No,
with
not yet.
William Hurt. When you compare these two, it's so unfair to the Bill Conlon adaptation because it's so bad.
I've seen a stage show. If that's any consolation, it's okay.
The problem with the musical is the music is not good.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I would agree with that. I think like the choreography and the dance sequences were really cool. But
yeah, he knows how to shoot it. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Chase Infinity and Chase Infinity. If I'm being honest, I think we're all on the same page here. They're probably the only one that we all universally agree on. It's
Yeah.
double Chase Infinity. Yeah, but those are the Gotham Awards. They're tomorrow night. Uh, so we'll see how I feel about the winners. I'll probably be watching them live, and I'll probably texting Tristan and Pedro about how angry I am at Begonia winning Best Feature, or
Yeah, that would be insane.
that would be very, very upsetting to me. Very upsetting to me. Yes. Well, guys, I want to end this off with just a few things because this is a very special year. I'm not in any awards groups, sadly, but Tristan, this is his first year as an HCA voter, and this is Pedro's first year as a Golden Globes voter, and I'm just so fortunate to have friends who are in these groups because now I get to ask them about their experience of voting, and I get to talk to them about it, and I get to shit on their taste when the Astros nominate. What did the Astros nominate? The Astros had bad nominations.
Yeah, they
this
definitely
year.
did.
The funny thing, I asked Scott Menzel's phone number. I texted Scott Menzel. Love the noms this year after the Astros.
Did he respond?
He did respond.
Oh, nice.
Should I leak Scott Menzel's tweet, text messages to me?
Do it.
On the pod.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
leak his number.
Scott Menzel said, "Thank you, proud of the committee." I was like, "Yeah, well, the committee could have cooked a little harder because, let's be honest here, guys."
I was on
Because
the.
the win list is not a debut feature.
Yeah, I know, right? I was so shocked when I saw it on the nomination ballot. I'm like, what are you doing? I did not vote for it, and then I guess enough people thought it actually was a debut. But
I'm so confused of what best book to screen adaptation is versus best adapted screenplay. When five of these six are nominated are adapted from books. The only one that's not adapted from a book is Begonia.
I just voted on the Creative Astro Awards last night, and that has a category that's best second line director. Like what even? How do you
found a way to nominate
quantify that?
everything?
Yeah.
But Tristan, how's your first year as a Astro voter been?
It's
so
fun.
far?
Yeah, I applied earlier this year just out of the whim, and then I thought I wasn't going to get it, but they got back to me, and I got a neon book. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like
they need to ask me. I have Scott Menzel's phone number. He has to ask me. I'm not applying for shit. I'm not applying to be an Astro voter. He has to ask me. No.
But no, yeah, it's just fun to vote on things like this. I don't
I can imagine.
particularly love the nominations, but there is something in every category that I'm passionate about. So voting on the winners, I think it will be easier.
Pedro, how do you feel about the Astro nominees for Best Documentary Feature? Cover Up, My Mom Jane, It's Never Over, Jeff Buckley, Oral 2 + 2 = 5, Zodiac Killer Project, and The Perfect Neighbor. What's taking? What's winning the Astro?
Zodiac Project Killer is really inspiring on. But yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's nothing that I hate there. But I was remembering where did I first met Tristan, and I remember that we are members of the same group, which is FCS, and which is really cool, and we also write for the same place. But I think all the Canadians write for it, and me.
Yeah.
And everyone writes for Keith. Shout out Keith. But yeah, and I don't know. I left a lot with the Twinless one. I think it was
a little bit of a fumble.
It went through a committee, and the committee let it slide. And
I guess so. That's why he texted me back. Proud of the committee for our picks this year. I was like, great job, Scott. Yes. Well, Pedro, how has your experience as a Globes voter been this year? Why is Big Guy winning original song this year?
Yeah,
at the Golden Globes?
Big Guy
by Ice Spice.
I watched SpongeBob Friday, and man, Big Guy is the
song of the year.
Forget Golden. Golden is the best. Big Guy is like Ice Spice
Her
took
magnum opus.
all of her demos, and she said, "What if I pick the worst one?" And she went with it because it sounds exactly like all of her songs, but it's really really bad.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so yeah, the first year it was pretty cool. I didn't receive much good stuff like Tristan, uh,
Mm.
because there are rules that we can receive some stuff, and
You got a
also
neon box set though, right?
no, I didn't receive it. I don't know if I'm receiving it.
No, that
I'm not
sucks.
I'm not sure if I'm receiving it. Other Golden Globes received it, but I don't know. I don't know
Mm.
if I receive it. It would be like a massive surprise and welcome on. I only received the Train Dreams screener so far. I haven't received the rest of the Netflix ones. Like
Hmm.
I know Brazilian people received a Left-Handed Girl, but I haven't, and I don't know if the problem is me where I live. I don't know. I'm waiting for it. I hope it comes. My Amazon package went back to the US because they were charging fees, and I told them, I said, "Oh, if you could like talk to UPS and etc." And apparently it went back. I don't know if it's coming back to me, and so I don't know. So, but I got the digital ones. But I don't know Tristan agrees with that. But I think it's really much cooler to watch it on the Blu-ray than the digital one because it
Yeah.
has no compression and it's
Yeah.
really cool. I forget what it is to watch a film without a compression at home. So I was watching it and I was like, man, we used to have this like we used to watch only like this without compression, no digital format. So yeah, it's cool. But the first year is it's really exciting and strange. I think it's really unbelievable to say, oh, I'm a Golden Globes voter, and
Yeah.
especially because they are expanding each year, and they are picking like people that are very like qualified and very
Yeah.
important in their countries. And Brazil has a lot of voters, which is really
Mm.
cool to have this. Actually, is the country of the most voters, so it's really really cool. And I had the opportunity to meet the Brazilian ones. We were invited to the weekend
Oh,
premiere
wonderful.
in São Paulo, so it was really cool to meet. I also met we also met the other South American voters from Argentina, Uruguay, Chile, Colombia. So it was Venezuela. So it was really really cool.
Have you
And
talked to any of your other colleagues in the Golden
yeah,
Globes?
I talked. I don't remember much. As I told you, I was drunk. So I actually there's a fun anecdote. It's because we were at this party in a very chic place. It's called the Soho House. I think it has in other places. I know it has on Toronto.
Yeah.
Is neon of I think it's neon. No, or focus. I think it's focus
What?
that throws.
What's the name of the film? We can tell you.
Sorry,
What's the name of the film that was that the party was for?
no, it was like a Golden Globes reception,
Okay.
and it was Golden Globes. But at Toronto, they do I think it's Focus that do it at Soho House.
Yeah.
Mm.
So they do this. There is Soho House in each place. It's a summer club, like it's a summer house that it's very bourgeois, etc. So we were there, and like I was drinking because I'm young and stupid, and I said, "Yeah, free booze. I worked hard for this." Because every party that I'm invited, I can go because I'm always in Brazil. I attend the festivals, like I cover the festivals, but I'm not a person. So like I only do the boring part of the festivals. That is watch the films and write. I don't do the fun stuff that is talking to my friends at the quiz, having lunch with different mates, or going to the parties that people invited. I was invited to
We're
so much
making
stuff.
sure you come to TIFF next year. We're gonna find a way to bring you to
Yes.
TIFF next
I
year.
need to
Yes.
go.
You are coming to TIFF with us.
And Brandon, my editor, he says that when I go to TIFF for the first time, I'm not watching a single film, and he might be right. I might go to all the parties I'm invited. I need to like, I need to do
And
it.
you're gonna take me as your plus one, of course.
Yeah, for sure. I need to do it. So it was really cool, and so my anecdote is I was really drunk, And a friend from Argentina, he asked about the museum, the MASP, which is the Museum of Arts of São Paulo. And I taught him how to go from the hotel to the museum by train, by subway. But I was really drunk and in Spanish, and my Spanish is really bad. So the other day, everyone said you're crazy because what if the Argentinians get lost in São Paulo? And São Paulo is bigger than New York. What if they get what if they got lost here? You're going to cause a diplomatic problem. And thankfully I didn't. They thanked me later. They said they loved the museum. So see guys, they liked. And but yeah, it's really nice to talk to these people. And they are people that are like critics and programmers of festivals in South America and Europe. And most of them are FIPRET members, which is the International Critics Federation, and they go to the jury. So it's really really cool. And and yeah, so the Golden Globes is insane. It has a lot of activities, a lot of opportunities to interviews. So thankfully, I got interviews for a lot of people that I have never dreamed to talk to, like Joaquin Trier, um, Sean Baker, Xing Xing
Oh
Sao,
wow.
Whoa.
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande, John M. Chu. I talked to John Chu twice in person in São Paulo in the press conference. Virtually, I'm talking to Daniel Lopatin, to the Zion. I talked to more people. I talked to Joe Edgerton. So yeah, it's really great. You have this opportunity to talk to these people about their work, and yeah, it's really crazy for me as a cinephile to like, oh, I talked to Joaquin Trier in 2021. I was crazy about The Worst Person in the World. It was a film that really shaped my young adulthood. I'm too my young adulthood, but you got it. Uh, but like Sean Baker, I loved to watch Tangerine and Florida Project for the first time, and it's crazy to talk to him. And I asked him about like the cinematography, about digital filmmaking because I know he hates it. And yeah, it's really unique to talk to those people, and it's a lot of films and a lot of responsibility too because Golden Globes is an organization that it's really cool because sometimes people ask me what I do, and I say, "Oh, I'm a film critic. I'm a member of the Golden Globes." And I also asked them before telling, "Oh, do you know the Golden Globes?" And I think no one has ever said like no, like everyone knows it because here he used to play on TV, like in the biggest network, and people know it. And Fernando Torres won the award last year, so everyone knows about it. So yeah, it's really crazy, and yeah, it's something that I'm really happy with, and yeah, it's insane,
Yeah.
and also a lot of films to watch.
Pedro, thank you so much for coming on the pod.
Thank
We
Yeah,
you.
thanks
really
so much for the
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
this
invite.
was awesome.
Yeah, thanks so
Yes.
much.
Hopefully you'll
Sorry
come back
for
in
what I
the
say.
future.
I talk a lot of shit. Sorry.
No, 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 Keith. We want you to be your authentic self. If you
That's the
have beef
problem.
with Critics' Choice, beef with them on our pod. We have beef with the
No,
Critics'
I'm chill with them. I'm chill with them now. I'm chill.
Yeah,
We're friends now. I apologize.
I'm glad.
Last year.
Yes. Okay. I'm happy. Tristan, how do you feel about
Uh,
the docs of the year?
Great, amazing. I
How do you feel about
definitely,
Brazil? How do you feel about Brazil?
I love Brazil. I love
You
Brazil.
love Brazil? You love I'm Still
Yeah,
Here?
I that was my favorite movie of last year. It was my number one.
Wait, what's it actually?
Yeah, I switched. I was the
Uh,
brutalist, and I'm still here was my number two. But I'm still here. I feel like I come back to that movie more.
do you remember what mine was?
Nickel Boys.
It
That was my number
You know me
three.
too well. Do you remember what my number
Yeah,
two was?
brutalist.
It was the Brutalist, but I switched it to the Beast now. Beast was my number
Oh
three.
yes, with
Oh,
Dasha.
Yes.
yeah, the episode
Dasha,
here.
Dasha,
Dash,
my
yeah.
future, she was supposed to be my future wife, but now she's not because she got married. She'll get divorced to Riley, and I'll marry her.
Yeah, probably she's getting divorced. Like, look how she is. She's probably getting divorced, of course.
Yes,
But also, I
I've
didn't say. You said you mentioned Asher. I just want to
yeah.
quickly say about when I was watching Bugonia. Every time that Stavros appears in the screen, I was like, first I love the guy, and I love the fact that Rachel Senoa broke up with him because he asked to open up
Have an
the
open relationship.
relationship.
That's
And
my
it's just
favorite
every
story.
time that I watched his podcast, I start laughing because I remember like guy Rachel left him because he wanted an open relationship. He is the coolest guy ever. So yeah,
I was a big Cumtown listener back in the day, so
yeah,
lots of
it's
love for Savos. But that is my favorite story about him. That he asked Rachel Sennett for an open relationship.
no, it's insane. It's really
That's what I would
insane.
do too. That's what I would do too. That's like how I imagine like my future going. Is that like I get bored with my monogamy and I'm like, baby, can we have an open relationship? I need to fuck other women.
I thought about
Oh my
that, but
god.
I watched a film at Fantasia Film Fest called Positions. Did you watch that, Tristan?
I did not.
No, I wasn't there when it played.
Yeah, I watched Positions, and it's about this. I'm not going to give spoilers. The film was acquired, I think, Yellowville or something. I don't remember. But the guy asks for like he gets money from like crypto, and he asks the for open relationship, and then the things go wrong, and he feels miserable and said, "This is exactly what would happen to me. I would feel like
Yeah.
yeah, confident. I need to open and then feel
I'm a
miserable."
Golden
So
Globes voter, babe. You don't understand. I have so many women who want to
yeah,
date me.
it didn't work with my last relationship. It wasn't enough. When she was breaking up with me, I said, "But for the love of God, I'm a Golden Globe voter. You won't find another one in this town. It doesn't exist. It's only me. I'm the only one in this state." And it wasn't enough. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, Tristan, good luck editing this podcast. I'm sure this will be very
Yes,
fun
let's do that
for you to
right
listen
now.
back to. Yeah. Thank you guys. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.